Hi guys, today I'm going to tell y'all why you should tip your waiter or your waitress. This topic is important to share with you because the restaurant industry is an important source of jobs right now for students. Most people think that a waiter or waitress makes minimum wage like every other job, but they don't. You make $2.13 an hour and most of that gets taken out in taxes. I've been working as a waitress now for 3.5 years, 4 years, and according to my manager, about 200 people a day come in and only about half of them leave a decent tip. They don't know that you only make $2.13 an hour, nor do they know that you have to tip out at the end of the day. You have to tip out the busboys, you have to tip out the bartender, the hostesses, and the other workers in the back. You don't get to keep all the tips that you make. You end up giving them. And what you do make gets taken out on your check. I think the biggest check I've ever had was maybe $10 because the way it takes out in taxes and the way it calculates in your tips. Waiters and waitresses are working hard for their money just like you do at your job. They're working to pay their bills, to feed their children or their siblings, etc. They're working just as hard as you do, so think about that also when you go to tip them. If they're bringing your food out hot, they're refilling your drinks, they're bringing you everything that you asked for, they're being a good server and they are pleasing you, they deserve that extra couple dollars on your check. That's their check. I'm going to read you something off of articlebase.com-food and beverage articles. Your server does not pay income taxes. In the absence of proper documentation of tips, the government will look at the server's food and beverage sales and base their taxable tips on the percent of it. So if you don't tip your server, it actually costs them to serve you. Serving is a high-paced job. Not only are they serving you before the restaurant opens, you have to clean everything, you have to open the store, you have to roll all the silverware, do all the plates, put everything together on top of serving you all day long. And then they have to do that again at the end of the day. And they're not getting paid for that. So people think that their tipping is just a tip, like for their good waitressing, but it's not. That's their paycheck. So why should you tip your server? You got hot food that was good. You had cold drinks that were refilled throughout the dinner. It was good quality. You had nice customer service. They did everything that you asked. It's their paycheck if you don't tip them, and they're working hard for their money. So think about that when you go out to eat. I mean, I understand if you had a terrible waiter or waitress and they didn't do anything and they didn't get you what you wanted or what you needed and they just ignored you, then I understand not tipping well, but if they're working hard and they're trying, they deserve those extra few dollars.